worldwide, online 24/7.
All around the world.
The best radio show.
Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Extraordinary strategies. you answer. Any door I knock, you open. You are incredible, incredible God, incredible God. Do I have a witness? You are incredible God, incredible God, incredible God. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, anytime, yeah.
Anytime I call, you answer.
Anytime I call,
And you know I know you are
you are
incredible God.
incredible God,
Incredible God.
incredible God. That is who you are. Yes, you are.
You're an incredible God.
Incredible God.
Incredible God.
Incredible God. That is who you are. Lift your voice and worship Him. He got a extraordinary strategist.
In your car,
At work,
at home,
on your smartphone,
You're seated in heaven. You made the earth a footstool. Incredible God. You're seated in heaven. You made the earth a footstool. Incredible God. Hey,
Extraordinary strategist. Impossibility specialist.
Yes, you are.
Seated in
You made the earth a footstool.
ready at your full.
Incredible God. You're seated in heaven, and you made the earth a footstool, Lord. Yes, Lord. Such an incredible God. You're incredible.
this is Starr Radio UK.
Incredible God. My waymaker God. You are the God signs and wonders. Incredible Father, you are. Incredible God. Incredible God. Yes, you are. Incredible God, oh God. Incredible God. You're such an incredible God. Say it one more time. You're an incredible God. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The only living Word of God. Yes, you are.
The best radio show.
Impossibility specialist. That's who it is. Extraordinary strategist.
best radio show.
Broadcasting worldwide online 24/7.
Around the world.
Yes, I don't care what my bills may say. You have the final say over my bills because you're an incredible God you are. Somebody call him incredible God. Incredible God. Oh, you're seated in heaven. You made the earth your footstool. Incredible God.
Truly, he's an incredible God. And I want to salute the Almighty God and give him all the glory. I acknowledge him in all my ways, and I know he will direct all my paths, the steps that I take. A very good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you are. This is Starr Radio UK. Faith Talk is the program. And you know what? The beautiful thing about Faith Talk is that we talk about your faith, my faith, and our faith, what you believe in. And we discuss almost everything that has got to do with the kingdom. And so tonight we are talking about some kingdom finance stuff, how you can come out of debt, and also how you can generate or build generational wealth. And so if you've jump onto our channel, we're so excited that you've tuned in. But guess what? Please don't touch that dial. We've got some amazing stuff for you that is going to bless your soul. It's going to change your life. It's going to make you know that, you know what, there's more to whatever you've been going through. So touch not that dial. And I'm not going to speak King James tonight. Or my guest, my very special guest, triple VIP personality has joined me, and I'm so excited that she has made it. And you know what, I wouldn't say she's difficult to get, but she's hard to get in terms of for you to be able to get her on the show. So it's not a joke for me to be excited for her to be joining us. I don't take it lightly at all. But quickly, before she joins me live via Skype, let me acknowledge our sponsors. That's CIG Properties, www.cigpropertyuk.com. All your mortgages and investment is secured and protected. They'll be able to handle everything that's got to do with your property, or if you're looking to rent or sell or buy or invest, it's CIG Properties. And also, let me say the thank you to Mayor Associate based in Ghana. They are project management company based in Ghana. And if you're looking to build or start your next project, whether private or commercial, you know what, it's got to be Mayor Associate, and they will just do that professional job for you from conception to completion. And also Kerry's Furniture. Hey, the Christmas is just around the corner, and so you don't want to miss out on the great offers that they do have. The sale 15% discount if you mention Starr Radio UK. The amazing thing is that they deliver to your doorstep no matter where you are, from Achimba Road to, you know what, Burkina Faso, Bobo de la So. I remember that name very well. That is a name of a city, and they can deliver to from Moscow to Caracas as well. So all you need to do is to connect with them on Instagram and also on Facebook. It's Kerry's KHARIS Furniture, and Instagram and on Facebook, and you'll be able to get your discount. And also let me acknowledge M&M Concept, amazing company, a global company based in Ghana. You know what, your graphic designs and all your print works, look no further. These guys are professionals, customer service numero un, and I'll say that you've got to connect with them. You can do it via us. You get a discount with them. We've managed to get you a discount with them. So hey, I'll not take much of your time, and at the end of the program I'll leave their details as well. So hey, I am all set. We are live on our Facebook page. That's Star Radio UK Facebook page. We're also live on KB Bossman Facebook page and Star Radio fan page, Star Radio UK YouTube channel as well, and also on Twitter it's at Star Radio UK. On Periscope we are live. We're live on TuneIn Radio. We are live on our amazing interactive user-friendly app. It download from your Apple Store or your Android, and you'll be able to listen to us on the go. That's the amazing part of it. And also we are live on www.starradiouk.com. That's www.starradiouk.com, and so many platforms as well. So hey, let me get my very triple VIP guest to join me, and she's none other than Mrs. Mary Ayisi Boadu. Mary, you're welcome once again to Faith Talk.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Bossman.
Wonderful, and it's good to have you. Always a smile on your face, and that's a good sign, you know.
Thank you.
Wonderful, and apologies for the slight challenges, but hey, we always come out on top. But let me say that when I put out the flyer and some comments coming through, it was very interesting, to be quite honest with you. People I'll ask some questions that people ask me, so I'm not the one to answer, so you get ready for that as well. But for for the sake of our listeners and viewers that might have they might be tuning in for the first time, if you want to please introduce yourself to them and let them know who you are, and I believe that will be an amazing one, please.
Thank you. So my name is Mary Ayisi Boadu. I'm a banker, an investment banker. I've worked with Barclays Bank in the UK, Lloyds Banking Group, HSBC in Canary Wharf. I've worked with Wells Fargo Bank, and I'm currently working with another international bank.
Wow.
Investment banking. Yeah, we do mainly syndicated banking, syndicated loans, bilateral loans, so with corporate and bank to bank. I do foreign exchange, money market, swaps, futures, contracts. I do time deposits, certificates of deposits as well, and many others. So I'm a wife. I'm married to Nick Opoku Boadu. I have 3 kids. Love financial coaching. It's my bread and butter. I just love it. Teaching finance, how to manage the little or whatever we get. Yes, I do that. So educationally wise, I'm a professional banker. So I did my ACIB. It's the Associate of the Chartered Institute of Bankers in the UK. And I also have my Master's in International Banking and Finance.
Okay.
I do a lot of charity work, and I support a lot of charities. I just love it.
Wow.
And I also do webinars, seminars. I do individual one-to-one coaching. I do schools. I speak to schools. And I'm passionate about teaching the youth. I'm really passionate about teaching the youth so that they start well in finance. They start well in life, actually. So what we actually did not have anyone or like having a mentor in our life to teach, and then that led us into making many mistakes. I try to teach the youth,
the younger ones,
especially. I speak to people, old, it doesn't matter, but for the youth, it's like they have more time, and because they've only just started in life, you just want to make sure that they are starting off well. So that is Mary Ayisi Boadu for you.
That's wonderful, and thank you so much, Mary, for giving us that amazing background and who you are, and we appreciate you as well. So thank you for that. And there's one thing that for me, in all that you said, that is, to me, it stands out, and I love that for teaching the youth. So we'll come back to that. Let's deal with the main topic, and then we'll come back to the teaching the youth and how we can impact and all the bits and pieces that surrounds it. Now, you know, I had a conversation with, I think, one of the guests, or we're having a conversation, and he asked me a question about the coverage, like the listenership and how people view the program. And I said to him that the amazing thing is, when you talk about, when we are discussing topics like this, people will not buy time to listen to it. When you talk about health, they will not listen to it. When you talk about anything but two things, when you talk about politics,
Wow.
and religion,
Wow.
they are more or less desperate to tune in and watch and just keep going, you know. And what you are offering is what especially, let me say especially, and let me be in all humility say that our community will lack it.
Yes.
We lack it. And I think there has to be a campaign to get things in our community right. I'm not exempting myself. I'm part of it, and I hold my hands up for that. So it's a great thing. But let me ask my question to say that how would you describe or explain or define generational wealth? Because when we were growing up, to be quite honest, we never had anything like this. We've never been taught in school and all bits and pieces. We've never. I have not been. I was not taught in school.
Very true. Yeah. Very true. Yeah. I mean, wealth or money or finances is never. It doesn't matter where you live.
Right.
In Africa, Europe, anywhere, they never teach it in schools.
Yeah.
So it's more of a self-taught, or if you approach another financial company to teach you, or a financial advisor, a financial coach. Yes. So generational wealth is actually wealth that is actually passed down from one generation to the next.
Okay.
Through accumulation of assets. Right. Generational wealth, it builds a legacy.
Right.
It's not only about money, but it can also be about leadership.
Okay.
Right. Look into like Nelson Mandela, the Kenyatta family, they actually build a legacy through leadership. Right. Most people don't like talking about money. As the Bible says, the root of the love of money,
yes,
is the root of all.
The love of it.
So, the love of money, not money, but the love of money. So people have actually taken it into.
Mary, can you hear me?
Yes, please. Yes.
Oh, okay. I can hardly hear you. I don't know if it's my end, but yes. Please try and speak again.
Is it okay?
Okay. Okay. I can hardly hear you.
I've done nothing here. I've actually increased my volume.
Yes, Mary?
Yes. Is it better?
Okay,
Is it better?
I can hardly hear, but okay. Just bear with me 1 second.
Oh, okay. I do understand that the audience can hear both of us, so it might be from your end.
It is what?
It might be from your end. Others can hear both of us. The viewers, the listeners can hear us. The viewers.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. Is it better now, please? Is it better now, please?
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah, I think it's from my end, as you rightly said, so I'll sort it out.
Oh, okay, all right, then, yes. So, actually, where was I? Yeah, so when you know that people view money as something evil, so they don't want to talk about it, right?
Yeah.
When we talk about generational wealth, talking about the totality or the well-being of a family.
Okay.
Not just the money, because the lack of money as well can bring all kinds of sicknesses. If you don't have money,
okay,
pay for your medication, and if you are sick, you know, it will get even worse.
Right.
Some people have actually died because they could not pay for medications and stuff. They don't eat. Some go into extreme poverty, okay, because they don't have it. They are living in poverty day in and day out, so it takes them into extreme poverty.
Okay.
A lot of people get a lot of diseases, all because probably they don't have a good place to sleep. They don't have access to good food.
Okay.
They can't provide for them and their family, right? And the body needs nutrients to make you live.
Exactly.
And you feeding the body good food, all because you don't have that money, obviously you are going to get sick. You are going to attract, the body is going to attract diseases as well. There's a lot of joblessness, illiteracy, because you can't pay for your children's education. So even though others see money, or the Bible say that the love of money is the root of all evil.
Yeah.
What is actually also saying is that if you don't have money, other things can happen to you, or you will be able to do other things, especially supporting other people, as in charities. So having good finances, probably I wouldn't use money, but being in a good place financially is good for you and your family. And generational wealth is, building wealth, building the same money that you're getting day in and day out, or monthly. Your monthly income from work, monthly income from business, anything that you're getting, you are able to keep a little bit and build up it day in and day out. And that will build something for you and your family. What we are actually saying is, whatever comes into your hand, don't misuse it, don't waste it. Put aside for the future. Because you don't know what the future holds. You don't know what is actually coming. If it's not you or a member of your family, it's going to be someone closer to you, and you might be called upon to help. Yes.
But from what you're saying, it's very interesting. Where, especially Christians, let me say majority, or possibly 50%, think that, like the scripture you quoted, that the love of money, yes, is the root of all evil, because anything that you exalt and value more than God has become your God. So that way, yes, there is a no. But a big but, where people think that when you have the rich people, majority of them are evil. That is the mentality. Meanwhile, when they lack money, they will go to the rich.
Rich, yes.
So, I mean, what would you want to tell people that have that kind of mentality, that building generational wealth, and I'll come to where, I mean, the details thereof, or how people can start and all the stuff, but where people think that if you, because I don't want to get emotional about this, but where people take it as, when you move up, where you decide to educate yourself when it comes to finances or building generational wealth, people see you in a particular way, especially people in the church. They think that you've backslidden or something like that. What meant what would you tell people like that?
You know, I know there's this financial advisor in America.
Yeah,
I love much Dave Ramsey.
okay.
He actually is so passionate about people building wealth, all because he wants them to support others. Because he says that when you have your financial freedom, and you don't need to beg food, you don't need to beg someone for money, and you have plenty. Such people, it's like they have good heart to support. They do more charitable things than people who don't have. The people are those who actually support economies, support individuals, support people. Example, someone is in hospital, they don't have money. You cannot go and ask another equally poor person to lend you some money or to, support you.
The blind cannot lead the blind.
That's it. You actually go to a rich person.
Yes.
And if such rich person has actually built their wealth, the Bible way, they are going to have the passion and then be supportive, or be helpful, or I'm trying to use.
You are trying to be kind, but
that's right. Yeah,
don't be too kind, because when somebody needs education where they have been very comfortable in their comfort zone, kind words are good, but sometimes it will not help. So please drop it as it is, because we need that education in our community, where we need to wake up, because we are sitting on a lot of wealth, but we still go begging.
I know. Yeah. The saddest thing is, especially in Africa, we are not poor.
I like that.
But sometimes mentally we are, because we get so much, but we don't know how to manage what we are. We don't know how to manage it.
It's the management thereof of what we have.
That's it. The saddest thing is, statistically, the highest percentage of gold is found in Africa. 95% of coltan, which is used in all our phones, is also in Africa.
95%.
About 95% of coltan, which is used in our phones, all these iPhones and the rest, is found in Africa.
Okay.
So they come to Africa to get the raw materials to go and use and sell it to us, to take the money from us. There is a lot of natural resources, gas and all that from Africa. Statistically, 60% of global uranium used in all the nuclear energy stuff is also found in Africa. There are quality minerals used in robotics and all that, chip making stuff, found in Africa. Africa has the highest poverty, unfortunately, because of the way we manage our finances.
Okay.
Because we manage the resources that we have. And the resources can be in all kinds. Individually, it could be the money that you get at the end of the month. How do you use it? Are you misusing it? Or are you saving some for your future? Are you thinking about your generations? Are you thinking about you now? How you live now and then your generations? And this goes on to also affect the economy. And we keep blaming the government, we keep blaming our parents, we keep blaming our teachers, our spouses and all that, but we are all involved. Our mind is actually taking us back and putting us in poverty. We talk about generational blessings, generational curses. What actually is a blessing? Generational blessing. If you see a family, a rich family, highly educated family, a family where there's peace, there's love, there's unity, there's money, you say that, oh, this family, they are blessed. They have generational blessing, and then there will be family riddled with sicknesses, diseases, high illiteracy, no jobs and all that. You see them and then you just, it's like you just want to cry. And all because probably someone in their family who had the opportunity did not actually think about their generations. And it comes into their hands, they blow it instantly. All we say is, it's my money, let me use it as I wish. But it's not all about you. God can put money in your hands and then expect you to help others, people of your own house, and then other people on the side. So how you manage that money that comes into your hands is key to your own well-being, to your sanity, for you to live a stress-free life, and also help your children and your children's children.
Let me ask this question: that from what you're saying, helping people, is it because that we tend to be a bit narrow-minded and selfish? That is why we just want to get in there, work, and think about how we can build a retirement home and just get a small car, something like that, educate our children, and after that, we are okay. For us, we don't, we don't like trouble. We don't take that risk.
Yeah, I think sometimes we don't think about the future, and we don't think the people that one day we will leave behind, or the people that are more closer to us. They always say that if your family are not okay, in other things, and financially, they will always come to you, so they will be draining you.
Right.
They will drain your pockets, and people around you as well, like friends and friends, if they are also not okay financially, if they have not attained their financial freedom, and they need something urgent, they might come to you, and they will reach out to you and ask you for assistance.
Yeah, exactly.
So getting it right, and then saving, investing, and then having a broad mind that, I'm not doing it for myself, but for generations, that will help. I don't think it's greed, but I think it's because we haven't actually sat down properly to think about it. That anything that would affect your family or affect someone can also affect you. Because it will go round and come back to you. And maybe by the time it comes to you, they come and ask for your assistance. You might not have enough because you did not plan and be disciplined to protect, save, and invest what you had. You did not build on what God actually gave you. So you keep on spending month in, month out, and you have nothing. So negative things happen to your family, happen to friends. They come to you and you still can't help.
What what you're saying is very, very true. And let me say that if you've just joined us, please keep on sharing the link and let as many people as they can join us, because you see, this is where it all changes. It changes from here. You can go through school, but never you can go through school and not be educated, because you had to sit through the lectures and then pass an exam and come out empty. So when they take the script from you, you can't function properly. So these are some of the programs that you and I need for us to wake up. And our guest is the professional, not just a professional, but she's so experienced that when I look at what she's been doing, and I'm like, when did you start and how did you get into this? So much experience, so much wealth of experience that we don't have to take lightly. So please, I urge you to share the link for somebody, especially the younger generation, because maybe you yourself listening or watching us, you might have written yourself off because you think you are closer to your pension. So how are you going to make it? But hey, there's hope for you. I know that some of the other bits and pieces that will be our guest will be sharing, Mary will be sharing, will benefit you. So if I were you, I have my pen here, I have my note pad here, I'm making notes as well. So we're going to get to where we break down into details how you can generate generational wealth, how you can start. How do you do it? When do you start? When is the best time? We're going to talk about that. And guess what? Our guest is an author of a bestseller book. So, and she will be talking about her books as well, and also some of the programs that she hosts, and some of the programs that she can also come. If you're an organization, a church, an association, even a family, I believe you can engage her to coach you, and also to get you out of debt if you are in one yourself. So there's a lot to share tonight, and please share, keep on sharing. Let somebody hear the good news. This is the good news. Jesus came to get us out of debt, and the rest is for us to continue. You understand? So Mary, if I say I'm going to go on, I might go on for all night. But let's come back to, you've given us the background and what generational wealth is, and all the bits and pieces. But there's somebody that might be watching, they've clocked 40, 45, 50 years, and they've never thought of, because especially we in the diaspora, the kind of pressure on the African diaspora, it's way too much. How they have to send money home to look after parents and possibly other families, or maybe they want to build a holiday home, and all the expenses that they have to in a month, and month in, month out. That pressure is still there, and it's still here, over here, or wherever they live in the diaspora. So how can somebody in the diaspora be able to work their way out of debt?
Yes. what I would actually say is, before you start building wealth, if you have any debt, make sure that you pay it off. A lot of people.
That's a big statement. To pay it off. Wow. Okay, please go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
That's right. Some people would go through the through bankruptcy, but if you go through bankruptcy, the company will register something on your credit file.
Yeah.
And take years, over 6 years, before that can be taken off your. And then there's something called IVA, Individual Voluntary Arrangement. This is where you arrange with the companies or banks or financial institutions to, reduce the loan and then give you more time, and then you pay a smaller amount instead of the. That too, even though it's like they are doing you a favor, however, they will still register something on your credit file which will go against you. Okay. So if you have any debt of any kind, no matter how big it is, plan ahead. Even if you have to find an extra job, like a part-time job, purposely to pay off the debt quickly, do that, because you get your liberation from that. You come out of that debt so quickly and start building wealth. It will be so amazing. I know people who were owing as much as $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 and pounds, but they pay it off. If it will take you 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years to concentrate on clearing your debts, because that will free you and free your family as well. So it's not you, because if anything is registered on your credit file and you need to guarantee something for your children, you will not do that. So it's affecting you and affecting your children. If you go the bankruptcy way, the IVA and all that, and they register that on your credit file, is going to affect you. So the best way, no matter how much it is, pay it off and then start something new. And by the time you finish paying off your debts, you'll be so disciplined that saving and investing, putting money away, will not be an issue to you. So the best thing to do when you have debt, pay it off. Simple. You cannot avoid it. You cannot avoid it. Just pay it off, and then start something. Start something new.
As you can hear from me,
I know a lot of people don't like that when you say it.
Yeah, but because paying it off is the biggest challenge, because somebody might be stuck in a particular job and they don't have any other skill to get extra job to use that in even paying off the debt. And in that way, how do they do it? Do they go searching for a second job? And as I mentioned, they might be maybe 50 years or 45, 50 years, and the strength is trying to diminish. So how would somebody like that work it out?
Right. If you see the fact that it's going to help you and your children, if you have adult children in your family and they are working, try to explain it to them that, look, I'm trying to do this for you. Okay, me, I'm old, I don't care, but so that I can help you, you have to help me. Okay, some people would do it. Some children would do it. The disciplined ones would do it. If they are working and they have to support you with few pounds to liberate your parents and to liberate you, they will do it. If it's fine extra,
is that fair? Because the kid was not part of the debt creation.
It is, because it's going to help them in the long run.
Okay.
Imagine, when people are indebted, they can get into sickness, stress, and all that. That can actually take their life away instantly. Someone who have a heart condition, right, and is so stressed out, can pass on in an instant. You have no clue, you know, if you lose a parent, how it's going to feel like, how your life is going to feel like. So if you are in a position to help your parents, okay, your mother, your father, to settle, you know, their finances, bring their finances into order, and you can do it with a minimal money or something, just do it. Even if it will take you 6 months, 1 year, I'm helping, do it. And then they will also come to help you as well. If they don't help you, if it doesn't, advantageously help you, at least if they live, you will say that, oh, my parents lived to 70, 80, 90 years. Imagine having a 90-year-old in your family. How good that feels, you know. Like my family will live long. So helping each other, you may never know. You help them now, the next day, they can help you. And people who are also in a position to do an extra job, you know, like an hour or two somewhere, you can do it. And one more thing is, I do budgeting with people.
Okay.
And budgeting is actually going through your income and expenditure, because most of the stuff that we pay, we shouldn't be paying it. So budgeting will actually unlock or bring to your realization that, hey, you don't need this. Cut it. Release that money. Use it as your savings. If you have debt, that would actually help you to clear that debt quickly. So sometimes it's not even about finding an extra job or anything. It's like doing, you know, a review of your finances, your income and your expenditure.
Yeah.
And that's what I do when I'm doing coaching.
Okay. That sounds very, very interesting. But before I come up with my other questions, let me acknowledge some of our viewers on Facebook, and I've got Doris Oswasante. She says, "Good evening, bro." Yes, Antidote Tropical Bakery, and also Mr. Samuel Oswasante, and Jessica, and Jason, and also Wendy. I say a very good evening to you all, and all the Tropical Bakery crew out there. Manuj, God bless you, and more power to you guys. If you've got to go for bread, it's got to be Tropical Bakery. If you want authentic African Ghanaian quality bread, then it's Tropical Bakery. So look no further. But also let me say that Jackie A. Johnson, okay Jackie, it's good to have you on, and thank you so much. She says we can hear you both. That's when I could not hear you. And Nane Apia Bossman, hey sis, good afternoon to you, all the way in Accra. God bless you and more power. She says nice one. And Benjamin Ayimadu says a feast is made for laughter, and wine maketh merry, but money answereth all things. Ecclesiastes 10:19. Okay, that's a good one. And Kwesi Bafo Ayim says good evening, Mary, from Pastor Kelvin. Okay, so I believe that that's quite interesting. Thank you, Benjamin, for that. We appreciate that quote. Money answereth all things. So people that you are praying, but you are not also praying and planning. You know, Jesus exhibited that. So we'll discuss that as well. Thank you, Mary. You talked about budgeting. The reason why I was smiling is that this country is noted for its kind of tight budgeting, and when a Londoner, or let's say a UK based person, travels from here to Africa, and somebody travels from the US to Africa, the people back home tends to appreciate the US people, because they think that the US people are more generous than the British.
Yes.
Yeah. And you find out that in this country, you are hit from all sides when it comes to bills, and people tend to budget, but the budget is not is not balancing, if I can put it that way. I don't know if that's the right technical word for it, but how do you, in the midst of, especially after COVID, I mean, COVID dying down, and people losing their jobs, switching jobs, and all kinds of uncertainties, how do you strategically budget and still be able to save and or to build generational wealth?
Yes. This is why you look at your income and your expenditure in totality, right?
Okay.
And like log into your bank, your current account, and then see what actually went out from your current account. And then if you have details of all the bills that you pay that do not go through direct debit, just have them. And then see if it's energy. Are you using too much, electricity? Like you to a room, can you finish one room, can you put, the lights off? Back home, it's like we leave lights on for as long as we want, even when there's daylight.
Yeah.
And then here too, some people do that, but have no clue that is actually eating into your energy bill.
Yeah.
So anything that you think you can review, speak to the energy companies. How can I reduce my bill? And they can bring you something, fix something on your meter, and then use the way the water flows. Okay. Something. So then find out what you can do.
Yeah.
If you buy too much food outside, for example, you work Mondays to Friday.
Yeah.
But you buy food outside, can you actually cook from home and pack lunch to work? When you do that, all you pay is probably traveling, and your food is actually covered.
Okay.
And when you do that as well, it's like you are eating well, because when you buy food outside, you don't know what is in that food. You don't know what's actually added. What is all that GM,
how it's been made.
That's it. You have no clue. But when you cook the food yourself, it's like it's healthy.
Yeah.
For your body. But at the same time, you are saving money. You'll be surprised that you can release or unlock 50 pounds, 100 pounds from your food bill, all because you pack lunch to work. So review your last year's expenditure, and then this year's expenditure, and see where you are going wrong, where you can cut down on something. There is always something that can be reduced.
Yeah.
And if you are young, energetic, and you can also, do extra 2-hour job or something somewhere, and when you commit it, you purposely commit that into as a savings or investment. So it's like, oh, I'm doing this job, but this job goes directly into my savings, directly investment. So at least you know that you are saving something somewhere, rather than come in and go out.
Okay.
So that is how I.
Okay. It sounds very good, and you see some of the things you mentioned are some of the things that day in day out we don't take even notice of. They trying to save the pennies to get the pounds.
That's right.
It becomes very challenging for us, and we look down upon it. Let's say if I decide to avoid let's say breakfast, and I decide to fast, that money, instead of setting it apart, I might use it for something else. So as you're saying, we don't take notice of these tiny possibly the £3 or £4 over 5 days will be £20, isn't it?
Yes.
And you push that to the end of the month, that alone can help. That becomes £80.
That's right.
And
And
so,
now,
please go on.
I have this compound interest calculator.
Okay.
If I can find it now. You know, if you save £100, if you are able to invest £100 in a good growth stock, for example,
You mean stock?
I mean, yes,
Okay.
mutual funds.
Okay.
£100 consistently for a certain years. You get into the 200, 300, 500,000, and then if you add more, you are getting into your million.
You become a millionaire.
So just being disciplined and then save a little bit, cut and save a little bit for yourself, for your future, without using greed.
Yes.
The saving that money that you are working for, you are saving some without using greed. So it's not like you are loving money, but what God has given you is what you are saving for yourself, for your children, and to support other people.
Okay. Thank you for that, Mary. And if you've just joined us, you're live on Faith Talk, Star Radio UK. This on every Sunday, 5 p.m. All the way to 6:30. But possibly we might be having about 20 minutes more to wrap up, so that we can get a bit more. We'll be talking about Mary's book, and also there's a new one coming that we will be also discussing. Let me see. This is what the that's who Mary is. She's a best-selling author, and so if you're looking to get into shape, some of us have been wounded. When I speak in parables, you might be able to understand what I'm saying. We've been wounded by getting into other depths that it's not right from what I'm hearing. So we have to start working on it. So that her book, that's From Debt to Wealth, Managing Personal Finance, very key. And these are her details, which I'll put it up again towards the end of the program. And so if you need to get in contact with her, the details are on there, but let me say that I'll leave it on at the end of the program. And she's a public speaker, motivational speaker, consultant, financial coach, mentor, and also wealth coach as well. So and a very good author that if you grab one of the books, I believe that you can finish it within a week or less if you are a good reader, and you got to lay your hands on. She's been able to put some practical stuff in the book that will help you, and not just you but for the family. These are things that my next question, possibly Mary will be able to help us with that. Mary, what I want to ask is, why do you think that we don't talk about finance at dinner table or weekend breakfast table? Because that's when the family meets, and we don't talk about finance or wealth, or to educate ourselves and also our children. Why do you think we don't do that?
Most of the time it's lack of knowledge, so we don't know it. So if I don't know it, how am I able to teach somebody else? And then sometimes it's also about people thinking too much money, or talking about money is a taboo, it's greed. But the Bible doesn't actually say that. It says the love of money,
the love, yes,
that the works of your hand, what you get from working with your hand is greed. It doesn't say that. What it says is actually work, make money, and save and invest.
Yes.
But the problem is, if I don't know how to save it, how am I able to teach? If I don't know how to make the money, how and where to save it, how am I able to teach? But I would actually use the opportunity to tell people that they can, build generational wealth through financial assets. Financial assets and physical assets.
Okay.
Financial assets is like stocks and shares,
right?
Bonds, exchange traded funds, ETF, certificate of deposit. It earns interest. Mutual funds is like it's same stocks. Stock related, stocks and shares related, but it's like a group of shares, companies that are brought together, and then a group of investors that they put their monies together and they invest.
Okay.
So it's like when one company is up, one is down, but because one is up or more is up, you don't lose money. It actually protects money. Mutual funds are one of the best.
Okay.
So financial assets are the stocks and shares, bonds, exchange traded funds, certificates of deposit, mutual funds, buying, making sure that you have a life policy in place. God forbid something happens to you, your children should not, struggle with their education, struggle with food, struggle with their day-to-day living.
Right.
So make sure that as a parent or even as an adult, you have a life policy in place. Make sure that your pensions, if you are working with a corporate, make sure that you know how much you're getting, how much your company is paying. Be on top of that. If you have the opportunity to add some, because it's pre-tax, okay?
Yeah.
Pre-tax. So you can add a little bit to it and then build it. You'll be so surprised how much you would have accumulated.
Right.
And then make sure that you've contributed enough to the state pensions. Okay, so it's corporate pension or workplace pension and state pensions. You can find out about pensions if you live in the UK on gov.co.uk. You can find out how much you've contributed and how much you'll be earning when your retirement comes. Okay. And then if it doesn't matter where you live, treasury bills is one of the best. They've never defaulted. Okay. So if you are looking for a safe haven for your money, you can do treasury bills. Balance fund is similar to mutual funds and all that. There's a lot of financial assets out there. So you find out which one you can comfortably do. And then physical assets, if you have enough money to buy property, a dwelling house, which would accumulate
over a period of time.
Or you can go into investment properties. That's all physical assets. Can you buy land? Do you have enough money? Can you pool money or give yourself time to pool money to buy land? Farms and all that. So you're doing, financial assets and then physical assets. And if you have the means, you can, diversify your money into all kinds.
Is that not risky if you diversify the money into other ports?
That is actually no. You are reducing
the risk.
Your risk. You're managing the risk. It's like you are not putting all your money into one basket.
Yes.
Imagine if you buy BT stocks and something happens to the company and then everything wipes off.
Yeah.
Like people buying crypto and bitcoins and all that, and something happens and then it wipes off.
Yeah.
Your money. So let's say you have £100 and just for illustration purposes, you use £10 to buy property.
Yeah.
You don't buy property with £10, but £10 to buy property, £10 to buy £10 to buy land, £10 to buy this, £2 to buy that. You've actually spread your risk. Okay, so you have peace. Something happens to one, at least you say, oh, the rest are.
There's a backup. There's a backup.
So, yeah.
Okay. That sounds very interesting. And let me read one more message that is on Facebook as well, coming from Nick, and he says, "Oh, yes, that's Mr. himself, Mr. Wood. God bless you, sir." So he says lenders or credit firms usually ask struggling customers to contact their friends and family members for help. I hope friends and family would help each other. Hey, Charlie. It's a good option, but Mr. Boadu, Nick, I believe that in our community to get the man is sinking, and you asking him to come and rescue you with no support system.
This is why we have to teach each other about building wealth or building or having good finances. Yeah. If someone has a good, financial position,
yeah,
you with small amount will not be a problem.
Yeah.
And if you brought up your kids in a good way, they wouldn't mind supporting parents, supporting their siblings and all that. And that's what we have to do. Don't go outside and ask somebody else when inside, you have, your family.
Yeah.
So first build them up to a capacity where they can actually support you. If not, for example, they are schooling, they can't, right? They go out. And before you do that, now that we know any information that we know about finances, that we can spread the word, that we can tell others, that we can teach others, so that we are all on the same page, so that we are all learning along, so that we are all building it. We are building each other in that way, and we'll be able to help and support each other when the time comes. Because we may never know who will be who in the future.
That's true.
It's only God who can tell.
That's very key.
And now, so they can, if you can help or they can help, you may never know. Come and then, exceed the expectation.
That's very true. And this brings me to my next question. And let me say thank you to Mr. George Asante Yabwa, all the way in Wellingborough, Mimi and the kids. God bless you for that. He says on Facebook, great show. Thank you, bro, for standing with us. And I believe that our guest is making all the difference by the grace of God. And let me say that our guest has got some amazing books that I want us to talk about, and also we talk about the youth. Teaching the youth is very dear to my heart. It's very, very dear to my heart. But also at the same time, you mentioned something. There's a question that has come through. So all these 3-4 questions are there, but let me start with the youth. Or no, let me start with your books first. And then we can talk about the youth, and then we can talk about the question that has come through. Now, you've got some amazing books, and as I said earlier on, the bestseller, which is From Debt to Wealth, that's the one, isn't it, Mary?
Yes.
Okay.
From debt to
so From Debt to Wealth, and if we can be practical enough when you lay your hands on these books, and it's also available on Amazon, Apple, iBooks, and Barnes and Noble, and a whole lot, and she will talk about that. But quickly, Mary, I mean, how did you come about, I mean, having the thought to write books? Why did you decide to do that?
I just love the subject of finances.
Okay.
Like I'm an investment banker.
Yes.
I see doing things, investing their money, and they are living abundantly.
Yeah.
And especially in our communities, you see how other people are also living, and it's not like they don't have the money to do what the others are doing. In fact, community, we work really, really hard, really, really hard than some other communities.
Yeah.
However, we don't know how to build that, how to build on that, and the difference is how to save it or where to save it, or just getting a mentor to actually empower you or direct you to invest that money so that the money would take advantage of compound interest and make more money whilst you are sleeping. Then the money will be making more money for you. But we don't do that. It's like we spend anything that comes into our hand, and then tomorrow it's like we are broke, and that's it. We come back to him and just, it's like, oh, I'm poor, I don't have money, can you lend me this? Meanwhile, you might, if you dig deeper, that person is even probably working 2 jobs.
Yeah.
More than you, but did not know how to invest that part of that money. And to me, it's all about discipline.
Yeah.
If you are not disciplined enough, if you are not consistent and disciplined and know where to put your money. So me being in the financial sector, in the banking sector, I see how people are doing it. And trust me, these people are really enjoying life.
Yeah.
Not like restrict yourself, put all your money away, and then, just live in, pretend you are poor or something. No.
But that's what a lot of people in our community do, because they pump all the money into like a house they are building back home, and they live here as if there's, I mean, when their biographies are being written, this particular place will not be part of it. They have a date they want to travel and go and resettle back home, but that date never comes to pass. So
that thing, we are asset rich and cash poor.
Asset rich and cash poor. I like that.
But something can actually happen to your family when you need cash instant to take care of them, and you can never sell a house or even think about selling your house, to take care of that. But if you have like financial assets, you just give them notice. You can even approach a bank, tell them I've got this, I've got that, I've got this, and then they will look into it, do all the due diligence, make sure that this is true, and can actually lend you money on the spot because you have it. It's not like you have to wait for months or years. Some houses never sell, even if you put them on the market for how long. They refuse to sell. Exactly. And sometimes these houses is like, because it's sitting there and you are not living there, family members are living there already, you can't even chuck them out, right? But there could be some dire situation where you need money, you want to unlock some funds, and you cannot have access because asset rich and cash poor. So balancing everything, and then we can't, if we are living here, right, let's take care of us whilst we are living here. And then when it comes to us relocating, it's so easy.
Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Sorry.
It's very easy liquidating an asset here to use it whilst you are there. Okay. Once you finally relocated. But if you plan like, okay, I'm going to go tomorrow, and you are living poor here, but everything is sent back there. Okay. Yes, it's good to build, or it's good to do stuff out there, but take care of yourself over here too. You know, I know people who work, and sometimes people drop dead in buses and stuff because they are overworking themselves. They are not eating well. They are doing all kinds, but the money that they are making, they're sending it back home.
Yeah.
Do other things that they will never set their foot in it. If you even invest, make sure that it's something that you are renting it out, or something that is actually bringing you income.
Yeah.
But not just build and leave it there and expect a caretaker to live in it and keep it in a good shape for you. For when you retire, if that will ever come, you know. So enjoy the city. People see, they get their money, and some people are like investing 10, 20, 30, 40. Even if some people have actually come to the level of investing 50% of their income.
Yeah.
And they pay their bills, and they still have some left.
Yeah.
And they are dining and whining in expensive, Michelin restaurants. 5-star hotels, 5-star restaurants. Look after yourself whilst you are living. Whilst you are working, look after yourself. And at the same time, think about your future. Think about your generations. Put something aside today that will help your future generations.
But that will be seen as you just wasting money away, dining, having... treating yourself. You work hard, but they'll think that, this money can buy a land in my village. Can buy a land. Sorry, this money, a plate in Dorchester will build possibly a 1-bed in a village in wherever. So people will start doing that calculation.
Calculations. So it's not all about, so you take care of yourself. Okay, you are taking care of your spirit, your body, and your soul. Your body needs kind of stuff, not just the feel good factor.
Exactly.
And that would actually make you live long, will prolong your. Okay, because all the money and the stuff that we send to others abroad, they are doing the same things. They won't tell you, but they are doing the same things.
They're enjoying for you.
Enjoying for you, yes. They won't tell you, but they are enjoying for you. So won't you also look after yourself?
Yeah.
So that longer, and also be able to even help them more. So it's not like look after yourself and forget about people. But you're looking after yourself to be able to live long and then still carry on helping others. Because wealth creation is all about, it's not about you, but also about, not just about you, but about your generations and about others who doesn't have the capacity or the knowledge or the ability, to help themselves. So God put something in your hand to actually help somebody else.
Powerful, and thank you for that. And quickly, let's go through your books, if we can do that as quick as we can. And I know that you have the Student Entrepreneur, and you have From Debt to Wealth, and which other ones? If you can take us through quickly, please.
It was my first book, The Student Entrepreneur. So I got the by this book because I was so passionate, and I'm so passionate about the youth. So I was reading this article after my master's education, and it was talking about how graduates find it impossible to get a job after education. And I was thinking that why don't you start a business whilst you're in uni? Because we here, it's like, Ghanaians abroad, right? Even when we are schooling, we are still working.
Yeah.
When I was schooling, I was still working full time. So full time education, full time, job.
Yeah.
Okay. it's doable. But when we are back home, we always think that, oh, education, oh, I'm schooling. Job is never their, or business is never their option. You could be unlocking your destiny by building a business, or even just thinking about it or planning it whilst you're in uni. So by the time you come out, you are creating job, okay? You will be the boss. You are creating the job and employing people rather than you being an unemployed graduate. So I thought about it. It just took me one day and I started writing something, and it was so beautiful and wonderful. The book was launched in Ghana, British Council. And it was beautiful. Yes, it was so beautiful.
Powerful.
My second book, The Global Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
4 books. I vouch for this, and I always give like money back guarantee on this, and then that's be positive, be great. I don't know how to
be positive.
Yes, be great. It's how is yes.
Okay, yes, that's perfect. So be positive, be great.
Yeah, this one, The Global Entrepreneur.
Okay.
I've finished this. I just write that, and then my third one, Be Positive, Be Great, is a very good one.
Okay.
It's actually, when you read it, it's like someone is actually speaking to you.
It's that practical.
It's so practical. It deals with every situation that we come along.
Right.
You know, it's actually helped me. Even whilst writing it, it was healing me. And my fourth on finance. Oh my God, this book is so beautiful.
The bestseller.
It is so beautiful. I always say to people that if you buy these books and you don't love them, you don't like them, I'll always give times 10.
Okay.
Back paying doubles and more and more and more. It is so beautiful.
Right.
If you buy them and you don't like it, just let me know. I have copies of this at home.
Okay.
And only £10 plus postage, which is £2, so £12, and I post it to you first class. And it will be like a Bible. Oh, I mean, sorry, not a Bible, but next to
it's a wealth Bible.
Yes.
I mean, wealth Bible. So yeah.
I see it as an asset. It's like you keep it for your children. It's something that you pick
you
it
can pass on.
Today, you read it today, it will feel so current that you might think it was written today. That book is so beautiful.
Okay.
And
go on, please.
Yeah, and it's not like because I wrote it, I'm just trying to, but because I know it will help people. It helped my friends, it helps my children. They love it, and at everybody who reads it, it's so good. So I'll urge people, buy it. If you don't like, let me know. I'll send you the money instantly.
Money back guarantee.
A guarantee. I just love it. That name, I love it. Money back guarantee.
Powerful. And there's a new one coming. Is it ready yet?
It will be ready soon.
Okay.
Ready.
Okay.
I don't rush my books.
Okay.
I have to be led to write it.
Right.
And this is about building generational wealth.
Okay.
Generational wealth. And I'm actually exploring how the big ones, how they did it. And so I have to take my time to do it properly.
Exactly.
I'm looking into the Rockefeller family, the Dangote family, Rothschild family, all that. That shape about Mandela and the rest, the Kenyatta family, and then So it's something that it will be out soon, but I'm not rushing it.
Powerful.
But if anybody wants to support their sister so that it comes quickly, that would be a good idea.
Powerful. That's good to hear that as well. And also, let's quickly touch on teaching the youth, because if I remember the first interview where you mentioned about a young man that is doing so well, I think, is it through your mentorship or
he is not through my mentorship,
through your mentorship? Okay, but
I've got access through my,
sorry, you were breaking up.
oh, sorry, yeah, I've got others who are doing so well through my mentorship.
Okay,
I mentioned it's separate. Yeah, he's separate. He's only 20. He's 23 now.
Huh.
I met him when he was like 18, and that guy is a millionaire already. He works really hard. A black man. He has farms, properties, all kinds of assets everywhere, and he's employing a lot of young people. Working currently, he's working with the Venezuela government. So
a 23-year-old.
They do farming and then ship all the food to them. Yeah, and then he lives here. He lives here, but he's always everywhere. He's doing so well. 23-year-old millionaire, and he's black.
Could you?
And you know what? He left the UK to go and make money in Africa. He still makes money here, but he makes a lot of it in Africa. And we live in Africa and we think we can make it.
A 23-year-old, yeah?
23, yeah.
And he's into farming and properties.
Yeah.
And
within few minutes, he was like, "Oh my God, where did I go? What happened to me?" It's like he is so brilliant. He's so brilliant. Yeah.
I'm just. Please forgive me if you're watching us, but this is a good story to talk about, and oh my. It's a good one. Let me compose myself and not misbehave. Thank you for sharing this with us. I believe that the older ones watching us will take a cue from it in terms of how a 23-year-old is going. He's gone global and even dealing with government, isn't it?
Yes.
Venezuela. Oh my Jesus is Lord.
Yeah.
And I saw something on social media and I laughed my head off last night, and somebody was fasting for 6 years, and it was just it's a flyer, and the guy said he's fasting for 6 years. I don't know if it's true or somebody made it up, but we have people like that they are fasting for all this while. But you see, the young man, I believe that he's a Christian, and he's a Christian, and he's working his way out and using the gift that God has given him and exploring the world. The world is so vast that if you decide to be on the ground, it's crowded, and the more you think big, the sky, there are so many planes fly, but hardly would you ever hear that there's a clash in the in the skies. There's so much space up there at the top. So why are we sort of struggling at the bottom? It's a matter of the mindset. As Mary was saying this, there's so many things going through my mind. I mentioned one of my friends' name. I believe he's watching. I said Kwadwo, and we laugh about these things, and these are very, very important things that we need to take good care of. Let's go on. Thank you for sharing this. I think it's going to inspire and wake up some dreams that possibly people might have buried or given up or trying to give up. So it's a good thing. But let's come back to teaching the youth, because just like this young man at age 23, He started from what, 18, isn't it? Okay.
Oh, way back, but when I met him, he was 18.
Oh, okay. So possibly he might have started 16, let's say. But at age 16, most of his contemporaries, or people of his age group, will be either on drugs or getting into all kinds of social how do you call it, vices and all kinds of things that will bring trouble to them. So what do you think is the difference between this young man and the other teenagers of today, or even those that he sat in the same class with?
Well, one probably upbringing, number one.
Upbringing, okay, that's key.
And then sometimes it's what the parents might know or might not know to pass on to their children, because generational wealth is also about knowledge. What do you know to pass on? You know, leadership and all that. What do you know to be able to lead somebody? A blind cannot lead a blind person. Yeah. So it's something that I will go back and ask, because I want to as well. Yeah. I've never asked.
Okay.
But sometimes some children also have the drive to do something,
exactly.
You know, individually. They don't need anybody to tell them that you can do this, you can do that. They see the opportunity and they just want to grab it. So it just boils down to the individual, and then, you know, the situation that they find themselves into. Sometimes people come from a hardcore family, you know, like
struggling.
So disadvantaged, and they vow to themselves that I will never get into this again. They find ways to liberate themselves and their families. Yeah.
Okay, so how can you help the youth? Because the first generation, if I can put it that way, that's the fathers and mothers of today, majority, not all of them, but majority have no clue of how to build generational wealth. And so all they know is the 9 to 5, and you know what, after that they think about their pension, and they are raising their children to add to their pension. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Their children becomes their extra pension, where they'll be looking up to their children to give them a bit more of what their children are earning, because they are active and strong and energetic and still working whilst they are on pension. So their children is the extra pension. But is that how it should work? And how would you be able to help both the youth and their parents? I know it comes through now, but how would you help them, please?
Right, you're right. It's normally I do seminars, I do webinars, speak to people individually. I do one-to-one coaching for people, because I believe that knowledge has to be shared. And a lot of things that are in other places or other domain are not actually, you know, with us. So someone who has come to light has to bring it, you know, has to teach.
Right.
Because you might think it will not affect you, or what that person is going through, it will not affect you. For example, if you are a Nigerian, I'm a Nigerian, and you find another Nigerian somewhere, you know, probably by the roadside begging, you'll be concerned. It's like, oh, this is my fellow, you know, Nigerian.
Exactly.
My sister. Oh, what's happening to this person? Let's help. You know, you might think that number one, it's not good on the person. Number two, it's like you don't want, you know, your people or Nigerians to be seen in this way. So let me help.
Exactly.
So preventing that in the first place will also help prevent you yourself. So I do teachings. I go to churches, I go to organizations, and I speak to them about avoiding debts, and then putting their money into good use so that it comes back to them. Yeah, and then it comes back to them and then their children. I mean, if that does it answer the question? I think I made something.
I was asking about teaching the youth as well. I mean, the first generation, would they work that teaching old dog? I mean, an old dog, old tricks, new tricks. Is it possible? Would they learn? And also, yeah, what the youth can derive from yourself and what you intend to offer them.
Some people are very, very receptive, especially if they know what can actually happen.
Okay.
So I mentor people and I teach them that, look, I do this, I do that, I do this. So if you like, I can instantly put you on an investment platform and then you start investing. This is not like a Ponzi scheme. This is a government-led initiative like the investment ISA. But sometimes people don't know. They just go into a cash ISA and the money just sits there, waiting for inflation to eat into their money. When you can actually invest that money into an investment ISA, right? But they don't know. So I do the mentoring, I do the coaching, and then by the time we finish the coaching, I've helped you to set up. So you might have to on the same platform, you could have 2 accounts and you see how the money is performing. Okay. And when they see that, whether old or young, when they see how the money is performed, they get so excited. So this is goes beyond teaching an old person, and they are so receptive of the new trick because they know it's so beautiful. You see it and you just love it.
When they see the money coming in, yeah?
The money coming, and then you just want to add more and add more and add more, and then you are so happy because you set up your kids as well, and you know that you are teaching them, and then they are the kids are so excited when they see that see my friends are wasting money, but even though I'm living, but I'm also still investing, and look, I've got this in my account. They get so excited. So it works both ways, the old and then the new, and we have to teach them. Just teach them. That is a divine mandate. Teach them, because poverty shouldn't be, especially for people who work so hard, poverty shouldn't be our cup of tea.
Okay.
And when we are financially free, it's not just us, it's the people around us, and it even goes into our economy. Foreign direct transfers to other countries.
Yeah.
Them.
Okay.
So when we have it and then we help other people, it's going to help the economy as well. If you're a Ghanaian, you go back to Ghana and you see all these developments happening and you just want to, enjoy, chill and stuff. It's like you are so bold and confident telling someone that I'm from this country.
Your money will be working for you. That's good news. And I believe that you've hit the nail right on the head as in where we need to invest. And let me read maybe 2 questions because of our time. I'll put the 2 together. Just 2. The first one is coming on WhatsApp, on our WhatsApp line. This is coming from David. David says that thank you for this wonderful show. I happen to be in debt and I have £1,000. How do I start to invest? And the second one, okay, the second one is I have about 4, but let me take the second one. The second one is coming from Patience. Patience says that it's a long one. Let me try and summarize it. Patience says that thank you for this show. I have been educated, but my mindset is the traditional savings. How do I break away from the traditional savings? And lately my friend has introduced me to crypto and stocks. Is it a good thing?
They always say that anything that you invest your money in, you have to understand the underlying transaction.
Okay.
If I'm buying stocks in, for example, Guinness Ghana, I know that Guinness Ghana produce probably Supermalt, Guinness, and this and that. You know what they do.
Yeah.
Okay. So you put the money in, knowing that they are going to produce this to sell and to make the money, and then make the stock or your investment grows and all that. Crypto and Bitcoin. Do you know what the underlying transaction is?
That's a good question.
Yeah, if I have money to invest, and I have crypto and Bitcoin on my list, cross it out totally, but probably diversify, and probably only 0.50% or 1% in that, and see how it performs. I wouldn't put you off totally, but anything that you invest in and you don't know how the money is made, don't.
Okay.
Don't do it. I know some investment companies or investment funds.
Yeah.
They invest the money into motor. They invest the money in technologies and all that.
Yeah.
It's Apple Moto. It's what is it called? Good reputable companies. Companies that is going to be there for a long time. Companies know the underlying transactions that they do. You know about their product. You see them every day. Not something that you don't, how does it happen? 1 minute someone says something and then it's like, it's double.
It's fluctuating. It goes up 1 minute and it comes down. There's no stability.
Exactly. And then 1 minute it crashes. Yeah, I wouldn't. Anything I want to do, I put my case in the place. I wouldn't advise my case to invest in crypto or Bitcoin.
Is it for the
fact they have
diversify it? Okay. No, sorry to interrupt you. What I was trying to ask is that you're saying this because possibly you've not sort of taken time to understand it. That's one, and possibly because when you look at how these things are going, we are heading towards digital currencies, digital monies, and some countries are signing up, and some how do you call it, banks of nations, like Bank of the how do you call these guys, Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana is looking at the digital currency that possibly, I believe, by next year or something like that. So they are looking into it. Other countries as well. I think Nigeria and other countries have got ATMs for Bitcoin and all these bits and pieces. So it looks like it's people don't understand. They don't know where it's coming from, but it's still happening. and people are still making millions out of it.
This is why if you want to do it,
Mm.
you do it as a percentage, but not put all your eggs.
Right.
Because when something happens, trust me, you might be crying for a whole year. But diversify it, probably properties here, this, that, just to manage the risk.
No NAM3 stuff, isn't it?
That's it. Because proper generational wealth or proper wealth building takes time.
Yeah.
And it builds your character along because you are learning, okay? It brings discipline.
Yeah.
You know, you learn so much consistency and all that. It's like monthly, you put this money in, you put that money in, you see how things are working, you see this, you see that, you know. It's so consistent. You are also being consistent, you know, month in, day out, and build character and then building you along, and then because of that, you are able to also bring your kids along.
Yeah.
Okay. All these investment that we do in quick. It sometimes it's like, especially when you don't understand the underlying transaction, you can do it, that's fine, do it, but not all your eggs.
Not all your eggs.
Even in properties, in anything, not all your eggs.
Yeah.
Me, if I'm advising my kids, I'll put others in priority. Okay, not put them off totally. Yeah, but manage that risk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you heard from the expert. You have to diversify. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, because you have to make sure you know what you are doing as well. As she said, anything you don't understand, please go ahead.
Sorry, I know. Few months ago.
Yes.
Was it a few months ago? I know a few people who actually borrowed from the banks to invest in Bitcoin.
Okay, and they are crying. Imagine if you pay the bank for the loan. Yeah.
And then you've also lost your money. You are still paying, whether it's a 5-year loan or whatever. You are in debt for 5 years, and someone who won is enjoying the life. Probably someone drew the money quickly, and then you lost. It crashed, and then you lost. So whatever, don't any investment, just spread the risk. That's all I can say.
Okay, spread the risks in your investment ventures. But you know what? I can say categorically that please, all the content on this program, you don't have to make a decision out of this content. But the good news is, please, you can make, I beg your pardon, you can make contact with our very special guest, Mary Ayisi Boadu, and she'll be more than happy. As she said, she does one-on-one coaching and mentoring. You'll be able to have access to her. She's not one of those that, you know what, you sign up to mentorship and you only talk to them through email. No, this one, I believe she will be more than able and available for you to coach, guide you, mentor you, and get you to a better place. So you don't have to make a decision out of this. Please, it's out of our jurisdiction for you to make that decision, but you need to contact the professional to make that decision, so that you make a well-informed decision that you will not regret, but you'll be able to have a good wealth building, generational wealth building strategy that will be in place for years and for generations to come. Very key. So tonight, before we wrap up, I'll say that if you I'm going to ask Mary how people can get hold of her books and also get hold of her as well, which is very key. I'm going to put on the screen the flyer, but she will also break it down quickly. So, Mary, how do people make contact with your organizations, individuals, families? How do they get contact with you?
Yes, please. Yes. So I'm on WhatsApp with that phone number 07904 7677. So I'm on WhatsApp. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram. The books are also on Amazon, Apple iBooks, Barnes and Nobles, and all that. It's everywhere. Just type my name on the internet. Google will locate all the books, or you can just have direct access to me on Facebook. Yes. So you can call, you can text me, you can WhatsApp me. Yes.
Using that that number on your screens now is +44. If you're outside the UK, it's +44 7904 127 677. So I take that again, +44, or if you're in the UK, 079 04127 677, and you'll be able to make contact with Mary. You can also follow her or make contact with her on Facebook. It's the same name, Mary Ayisi Boadu, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also LinkedIn. So you've got so many avenues to make contact with her, and I believe she'll be of a great blessing to you. We need to connect and also learn. Pay to be taught, and you come out of everything. It's not about the money, as she said in the beginning, but she's in the ministry of helps. So she's out there to help you and I, for us to grow out of everybody face one way or the other. I believe that, Mary, if we do a statistics, about 98% in our community, everybody owes, or everybody is in debt.
Yes. You know what? There was a statistics on debts. It's the Money Advice Services, MAS.
Yes.
By mirror.co.uk. 2nd of March 2018 by Emma Munbod. Yeah.
Okay.
There are 8.3 million UK families, not individuals, families living in debt.
Okay.
So imagine if it's not individual and it's family, you see that generational, disadvantage or generational cares, as we might know it. You can imagine how things are happening in that family. The lockdown actually revealed something in certain communities. Some of the people who died, some of the families got so upset because they died with nothing in their bank accounts, and they had to go and borrow to bury them. So imagine if you have nothing and your children doesn't have anything, but they still have to go and buried. You know how that feels.
Exactly.
But imagine if you die, God forbid, and the bank calls them and tell them, oh, your father left like £500,000, 1 million, 2 million. Their pension this amount, their life policy is this, death in service benefit is this. You put everything together and it's like 5 million. That's automatic wealth creation. And if you actually brought your family, your children up to a certain level where they understand money, how to handle money, not like they've won lottery and they are misusing it. That money would stay in the family, and they will also make sure that their children, which is your grandchildren, will also live good. They will go to best, they will have best education, best food to eat. Everything will be spot on. they will have financial freedom, and probably you might be lying in your grave, just smiling. You did a good job. There are a lot of people who have passed on, and you never hear about their names because they did nothing. But if your parents actually left you this, that, and did a good job in the community, like leadership staff and all that, their name comes. You hear about your mother's name, you hear about your father's name, is all pure joy. So this is what we have to be doing. Not just get the money, blow it in one day, and tomorrow we say we are poor.
A good man leaves an inheritance for the children and the children's children. So, as the Bible says, very key, very important. But hey, all too soon, our time is up, and we have to wrap up. Let me say a very, very big thank you to Mrs. Mary Ayisi Boadu and the family, Mr. Nick Boadu, for allowing us to host the one and only best-selling author that has given us from debt to wealth for us to learn. These courses, even currently, it's difficult for universities to even teach these kind of courses. Quite difficult. But she's taking her time to write this book. You don't have to miss out on this. It's only £12 if she's to post it to you. So, and you can order from Amazon and a whole lot of channels and also platforms that you can get this book. Do you have a Kindle version as well?
Yes, there's a Kindle version on.
What about Audible?
No Audible, no.
Okay, all right. So it's available in Kindle version, which you can, as we are on the show now, you can download. You can buy. Possibly it will be half the price of the hard copy. So there's an investment of a lifetime, not just for you but for your children and your children's children. And sometimes I get books that I'm excited because when I check, I love the books that have been left behind by parents, and I go through them and I check the notes that they've written. It helps a lot. So please, let's invest in ourselves. Let's invest in books that will help us. Books like From Debt to Wealth. The things that there's debt, so we can learn our way out of it and commit to it and practicalize it. It is possible. It's doable. And so, Mary, if you've got people that you want to give a shout out to, wish them well, or you want to, please, in your closing remarks, what would you want to tell our viewers and also listeners? And if you want to wish the family, well, you're more than welcome to do that, please.
Thank you so much. Yes, I would like to say thank you to Mr. Nick Boadu. Yeah, thank you for all the support. I see one of my pastors, Pastor Kelvin.
Oh, wow.
For I say thank you so much. Yeah, Benjamin Ayimedu, I see him online. So thank you so much, Benjamin. Martha, I see my friend Martha.
Wonderful.
Martha as well. I see them all, and thank you so much. And my kids, they've been so supportive of mommy,
Wow.
They've been supportive of mommy.
Wow.
I would say a big thank you to all of them, and all my friends, anybody that I haven't actually mentioned, including you, Mr. Bossman.
You're welcome.
Vicky Newman. Newman? Yeah, Sister Vicky.
Oh,
yeah.
Newton. Yes, Newton. Vicky Newton.
Yes. So thank you to all of them, and thanks for the. Yes.
Wonderful. And thank you so much for coming on the show as well. We would love to have you again, because this is a subject that concerns everybody. Even the government needs this education, to be quite honest with you, and that's why sometimes they also do make wrong investment. So it's not just the ordinary or individual or the families that needs it. Everybody needs it, but it's when you talk about it, it's like bad breath. Everybody has it, but how you are able to control it and handle it, nobody will hear about it. So debt, no, everybody needs to. The book is available. Thank you, and thank you once again. And
yes,
we appreciate you, and we can't wait for the latest book. We will discuss that further later on, and we'll see how that will come out. Very, very key. And so thank you, and I'll leave the details on there. Please, if you want to make contact with Mary Ayisi Boadu, her details are on the screen, and her book Debt to Wealth that we discussed so much about today is on there, and you can get it on Amazon, Apple, iBooks, Barnes and Noble, Foils, and is it Weatherstones, and Kobo Book Depository, and a whole lot of them that you can get the book from. Or you can connect with her on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and also on LinkedIn as well. It's Mary Ayisi Boadu. Her phone number is 07. Sorry. The WhatsApp number is 079 04 127 677. That's 07904 127 677. And she does one-on-one, and if you don't want to be in a group, you can access her as well, and she'll be more than happy to take care of business for you. Don't get scared because you are coming for help. That is how you can come out. You might be in a hole, but you cannot be in forever. Thank you, and have a good evening, and good night, and good morning to all our listeners globally. Let me say a big shout out to my very own Nana Ayisi, all the way in Australia. Nana, we salute you. We know is morning. You always tune in. You watch us. You listen to us with the family. Thank you so much. And also our fans in China. June, is it June? Juan. And the family in Jiangsun province, that's very close to Shanghai. And thank you guys for connecting with us. We highly appreciate that relationship. And all over the globe, from the US of A, from Maryland to Atlanta, to Baltimore, to New Jersey, to Achimbegro and Achimtafo as well. Thank you so much. And all the way in Accra, Ghana, Nana Kwame Apia Bossman, God bless you, bro. Much love. And also Nana Apia Bossman and the entire family. And last but not the least, let me say I salute God's servant Pastor Raymond Arthur. You celebrated your birthday, and I say God bless you, more power and more blessings to you. We thank God for your life, for the grace He's bestowed upon you. It's a blessing to connect with you, bro, and more power to you and the entire family. And also to Zoe Christian Center, His Excellency Tabadu Senior, and the First Lady and entire family at Zoe Christian Center. God bless you. Tabadu Junior as well, His Excellency, God bless you. And Apostle Julius Amwa, you know what, mind you, you have to come and pay me so that I speak into the team. If not, you guys are it's a free fall. Anyway, thank you so much for sticking and staying. Pastor Julius and the family, God bless you. And all the Man U fans, this is there's a song that I'm going to play. this first one I'll play it for everybody, but the second one is going to be for the Man U fans. Don't worry, it's going to be all right. Don't worry. I think I'll do maybe Bob Marley for you. Don't worry, it's going to be all right. Ole ole, everything is going to be all right. So therefore, let me say that a big shout out to His Excellency Grace Kisira. God bless you, sir. Mama Justine, Chris Mo, and Her Excellency Dr. Princess Lillian. God bless you, and the entire crew. God bless you all. Apostle Kenneth Esiam all the way in Holland. God bless you. Let me say that. Okay, let's do this. It's been good. Let me see. Okay, so you are closer than a friend. This Joe Metal doing the goodness of God, but we're gonna get it hotter. We're gonna be shifting to praise very soon. But let me say thank you for giving us space within your space. It's been good to have you and your company. I believe you've learned that much. You've learned a lot. God bless you, Apostle Hercules, Apostle Solomon all the way in Accra, Ghana, Apostle Joseph Youngson and the family. God bless you. I salute you all. Hey, Mr. King Prempre, God bless you, sir. Solomon Nirma all the way in Kumasi, God bless you. And let me say, I salute my father, the prophet in my life. God bless you, Papa. Bishop Dr. Frank Ofosu Apia and Reverend Mrs. Mary Ofosu Apia all the way in Atlanta, Georgia, and all the All Nation family out there. God bless you. Mr. and Mrs. Amwako and the entire family, Kofi Ama and Ajua, God bless you. More power to you all the way in Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, what can I say? My very own nephew, my very own prophet Daniel, you turned servant yesterday. God bless you. Love you loads, son. You're going to be what God has ordained you to be. The blessings of the Lord that make us rich and add no sorrow will rest upon you all the days of your life, and no man can stand before you. The excellent spirit that rests upon Daniel will rest upon you. May the blessings of the Lord rest upon you. Be a blessing. You will be better, 10 times better, 100 times better, 1,000 times better than all your companions in your generation. If you are looking for the best out of the most outstanding, you will be the most outstanding. Because of the grace and the hand of God upon your life. God bless you, son, and God be with you. And also Joe, hey, the top striker up and coming, but you'll be playing for us now whether you like it or not. And also Inshallah, Bossman, God bless you. More power to you. Love you guys loads. Mama Adelaide, God bless you and the entire family. God bless you. Mr. Charles Brown, wherever you are, God bless you and more power to you. His goodness is running after us every day. As the psalmist says in Psalm 23, the goodness of the Lord shall follow us all the days of our life. And so his goodness is running after us every day of our lives. I don't know about you, but God has been so merciful and gracious to me. He's been my shield, my buckler. He's been my stronghold and tower and backbone. He's been everything, my support system. Oh man, David the king said something in the book of Psalm 18 verse 18. He said, when the enemy confronted me in the day of adversity, the Lord was my support. That is a good one for somebody for the coming week. God is your support. But you know what? Turn your prayer into praise and see what the wonder working God will do for you. Turn your prayer into praise and take it. You know what? It's not preaching time, but I want to encourage somebody. You've been praying all this while. You've been screaming and shouting. You've been crying, but turn it into praise. Turn that pain into praise. Turn that setback into praise. Turn everything into praise. You know what? From death to wealth, God can do it overnight, because it is written that a prophet prophesied, and overnight 4 lepers decided to take the risks of their lives. And that day, they said, if we die, if the people we go and they kill us, we will die. But if we go and God touches them and they change their mind, you know what? We'll still be living. And what they took their chances. What risks have you taken? God has prepared a way for you this week. Take that step. Take that opportunity. Be bold enough to say, this is for me and I'm going for it. Be bold enough and try one more time. Be bold enough and face that opposition. Be bold enough and know that when God is with you, no man can stop you. You are going for gold. You are going for the best. And so this week is for you. Just take time out and give him praise. Take a praise break and give him all the praise, because you know what God has done, no man, if man can do it, then you know what, nobody can take the praise. And so let's give God all the praise, all the honor, all the adoration. He's a very good God. He's a very good God. You know what? We're switching to Miss Dinah Hamilton. I want to say that I'm going to getting out of your way in a bit.
Thanks for listening.
So hallelujah. This coming from Dinah Hamilton. We're gonna hear more from her. But let me say that thank you to CIG Properties, www.cigpropertyuk.com. That is all. It's happening live. They help you with your mortgages. If you're looking to buy, sell, if you're in distress situation, they'll be able to help you out. You need to refinance everything that's got to do with your property. A CIG Property UK.com. Just make sure that you connect with them. It's 0203 916 5588. That's 0203 916 5588. And also let me say that thank you to May Associate. This is a company based in Ghana, and what they do is that they take care of your business that you will not be there to take care of. I'm talking about your housing project, whether commercial or private, and May Associate will do just that. Amazing. And so please look no further for a trusted company, a trustworthy company that will take care of you, your business for you on your behalf. Last but not the least, M&M Concept. Hey, you know what? These guys are a global company based in Ghana. Their rates are competitive, and they give you a discount because of Starr Radio UK. And so look no further. Make them your number one priority to connect with them, for them to do what? To do all the print works and designs and flyers for you. They'll be able to do that for you. You know what? Let me say that thank you to Curry's Furniture. Oh mine. There's a new arrival that it's arrived for Christmas, and there's more coming in. So you know what? If I were you, I will log on to Curry's Furniture, either Instagram or Facebook page, and look out for KHARIS. And these guys have in stock amazing interior deco, amazing interior decoration. But if you order, they'll deliver to your doorstep. They will deliver to your doorstep, no matter where you are. Please, they will deliver to your doorstep. And so look no further. And so I want you to know that all is not lost. Don't give up. I don't know why, but this is a message for somebody.
Before God.
And so as I leave you, join us this Thursday for another powerful time. the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo 2021 is coming on the 13th of November. Oh man, you don't want to miss out. If you're looking to buy a property in Ghana or invest, then that is your best source to connect. You have to register. Look out for Ghana Expo Property and Lifestyle, Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo. Google it and you'll be able to connect and also register. It's free, a free event, but you will have to register. And so please make sure you will be there. It's a virtual one, but you are going to connect. But on this Thursday, we are hosting a couple of the exhibitors and the organizers on the Property Hour show, and you don't want to miss out. Last Thursday was good, but this Thursday will be better. And so make a date with us tomorrow. Mr. Archie and the boys will be here for the morning show. Thank you so much, and more power to you. And next week, we're here back again. We're going to talk about something very interesting next week. So make a date with us as well. You see, this is Dinah Hamilton doing her thing, you know, and it's going to be awesome. Let's dance to this. And so she's talking Latin at the minute, but we were gonna dance unto the Lord. And let me. Okay, so therefore let's do this. Okay, whether you like it or not. Okay. Okay, so I am going to sign off today, please. Let me go back. Okay, so Dinah doing her own thing.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
The best radio show.
Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
In your car,
At work,
at home,
on your smartphone. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
There is something about me taking my shoes off. There's something about me taking my shoes off. When I take it off, the dance moves, they come like something. Come on. What's up?
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
Just one word is all I need. Your word is a yes and amen. Your words are true, you never lie. Whatever you say shall come to pass. Watch them. Every other voice is so loud. It's an opinion they can have it. Everybody has all the answer. Now what do you every other voice so yeah. It's an opinion they can have it. Everybody has all.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
Online, on mobile, and soon on DAB. This is Starr Radio UK, the leading Afro-Caribbean radio station in London.
In your car,
At work,
at home,
on your smartphone. Broadcasting worldwide online 24/7.
In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
In your car.
At work.
At
The
home.
best
On your
radio
smartphone.
show.
Somebody shout hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Welcome.
This is Starr Radio UK.
All around the world.
The best
In your
radio
car.
show.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
This is Starr Radio UK.
While the others keep on talking, we keep on rocking. Thanks for listening.
Turn it on.